Welcome to Scorched Earth. This is going to be a mid-month reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon or Ascendant. Going to keep it a little shorter than the general monthlies, and they may or may not follow on. I found the last few that I've done very much follow on from the monthly readings, but apply your own discernment. There was an extended for Leo, and if this reading seems to follow on from the last one that I did, I'll put the link to that in there, because I'm just doing one extended per month. I don't have the time to do one every week, so I'll make that decision when we get to the end of the reading. I'm going to pull 3 cards for your current energy, 3 cards for what's coming towards you, and 3 cards for advice, and try not to pull any clarifiers if possible, so we can just try and keep these a little bit shorter. So I have 3 cards for Leo, please, for the last 2 weeks of May. That's the first one. See what that is in a second. You can see now, apparently, you've got King of Swords. Interesting, that's the card of Aquarius. So you may have an Aquarian knocking around, but it might not be. Let's see what else comes out. 2 more cards for Leo, please. Whoop. 3 of Wands, like it. And the 9 of Swords. That's interesting. We've got the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, along with Sagittarian energy in Temperance. King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. So, immediately I can see I'm going to be breaking my own rule of drawing clarifiers. And I can also see this going in 2 separate ways. And I tend to try and stick to one narrative throughout all of the readings, but I see this very clearly being 2 different things, so I'm going to say what they are. So, we've got the King of Swords, the 3 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. Now, the first interpretation I see here is that this is potentially an Aquarius who is in your midst, right? And potentially at a distance, because we've got the 3 of Wands, and that can talk about travel, right? So you could be distanced from this Aquarius, and no. I was going to say, and making plans for them to come and visit you, but I don't actually see that at all. I see distance, right? And it's a distance that's giving you some sort of, mental turmoil about it, right? And I will throw in, that's interesting. Look at that. See that card there? 3 of Wands. Notice how the crow is looking straight at that star up there. The star is the card of Aquarius, right? But what I see are 2 crows that are back to back here, right? This Aquarian is looking this way, and this crow is looking at the star, right? This feels distant, big distance between them. Maybe not talking, maybe just talking a little bit, but I see a great swell of emotion right behind this crow. It's kind of like these 3 ones are the only thing that's keeping them back. But it's causing you some mental strife, and I'm going to pull some clarifiers for that in a second. And I see potential hope for the future with this Aquarian. It's something that's keeping you going, but it's not working out the way that you wanted it to. And it's feeling, it's kind of keeping you up at night, actually. You're overthinking this situation quite hard. That's the first potential possibility. The second is that the King of Swords represents your ability to express yourself and everything that you stand for in this current moment, right? To the degree that you're actually kind of creating a plinth for yourself to stand on. And this is, this is about you expressing your personal truth. Notice, so the sword is to the left of the crow there, right? And the crow is looking directly at it. It's almost like getting up on your soapbox, like you've got something to say and you want the whole world to hear it, right? And you're kind of expanding almost, maybe your audience or your message, one of the two. But then we've got this Nine of Swords here, and there's something about it that's causing you a bit of an issue. Let's have a look. And the Nine of Swords here, please. We've got the Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Right. Now, Two of Wands for me is kind of hitting a crossroads, right? It's about making a decision about something because you're kind of picking a direction that you want to go in, right? And maybe it's the fact that you need to pick a decision that's giving you a headache at the moment. But this way around, this talks about having lots and lots of options, right? Sometimes it's about being in the dark about it. When it's this way around, it always feels to me like a contraction. So rather than having lots of options, you're kind of down to one and one only, and that can be at your own hand or somebody else's. But notice how this character is looking that way when all the cups and all the options are actually here, right? Even if it's distilled down only into one. So it kind of feels like you've got your back to what you know you have to do, right? And this is what's causing a level of kind of cognitive dissonance in your head at the moment. I'll pull another card for this. We've got burden with the Ten of Wands and home with the Four of Wands, you know. It's like something is very hard work. It's something that's very important to you. It's something that you feel kind of feel like you should be celebrating, or it should be something worthy of celebrating, but it's almost like you're kind of hitting a brick wall with it. And whether it's with this Aquarian or whether it's just your, you know, kind of soapbox position that you're in at the moment, right? Take it as it resonates to you. Tell me about the Three of Wands, please. The Three of Pentacles. And the Star. Whew. Okay, we've got the King of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck as well, right? That's the King of Pentacles twice, Taurian energy. But to clarify the Three of Wands, we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Star. Like, this is working together with someone now, either working together with an Aquarian, and maybe this is what you're planning on doing. Maybe you're planning to go and visit an Aquarian. That's the thing. Or it's about trusting in your vision. And I feel like it's trusting in the vision of whatever it is that you're expressing to anybody who will listen. It was quite interesting when I was doing the clarifiers there. I noticed that the Justice card flipped, right? This is something that you feel really strongly about. Really, really strongly about. But something about it is giving you a hard time. We've got the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands, right? It's keeping you awake at night. It's hard work, but ultimately something that worth celebrating. Bizarre. Where does this King of Pentacles fit in? Right, the King of Pentacles is a very protective energy, and it's come up twice for you. And I hear protecting the vulnerable because of the King of Pentacles and the Star and Justice. Intriguing. Now, what's coming towards Leo, please, for the last 2 weeks of May? Got the Four of Cups. Ooh, Death and the Sun. Interesting. We've got Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Now, that is that ace, that the crow here and the King of Swords is holding, right? That is truth. That is integrity. That is honour. That is clarity of thinking, clarity of expression. We've got the Four of Wands underneath there as well. Like, it seems like what's happening is that you are actually making a difference, whether you feel like it or not, right? We've got the Four of Cups here, which talks about missed opportunities sometimes, but it talks about rejection as well, right? Rejection of offers. And it feels like what it is that's caused you some difficulty with the Nine of Swords and with the Ten of Wands is if we're speaking energetically, is, you know, this platform that you put yourself on to talk about things that are really important to you. Like, you've been kind of hitting a brick wall with it, like people haven't been listening to the degree that you wanted. But that's about to change, right? Because we've got death and we've got the sun. Now, you've got to take this as it resonates to you, because like I said, I usually only pick one narrative and run with that, but I see this splitting 50-50, and this being about another person, an Aquarian, potentially, or this being about your platform, right? Whichever one it is that seems to you. But either way it goes, it comes out positively, right? In both narratives, because we've got death, ultimate transformation, and the sun, which is the card of Leo. It's also the most positive card in the deck. And this is what's coming towards you for the last 2 weeks of May. It seems like you're either going to be able to get this Aquarian on board, right? See what they're missing. Or you're able to get your message out, right? You're able to be heard. How about the Four of Cups? Oh, shit, I've got a whole heap of cards here. I'm not taking all of those. I'll put them back in, and if they want to come out, I'm sure they will. King of Swords is at the bottom of the deck here. Now, tell me about the Four of Cups, please. Ace of Pentacles. Aha! Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Cups in reverse. That to clarify the Four of Cups. So, like, there's a new opportunity coming in, and I don't think it's financial. I'm not sure that it is, but what it is a new opportunity in the material, right? It's making a material difference that you can measure. Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck here now, right? And that's it's sometimes called the wish card, as is the star, interestingly. But you're going to put your thing down, flip it and reverse it, whatever the situation is that's been... I've got that Missy Elliott song stuck in my head and I can't get rid of it. Not that I really want to, because I really love Missy Elliott, but you know what I mean. Let's have a look at this death card. We've got the Hermit and the Five of... Any internal conflict that you're feeling at the moment, right, that's going to slough off. It's going to fall by the wayside, right? You're going to transform everything. And I feel like it specifically relates to this Nine of Swords and Ten of Wands energy, right? That's just going to go, right? Internal conflict, gone. There's a real sense of purpose here, Leo. I'm feeling it very strongly. Tell me about the Sun, please. Where's the Sun here for Leo? Got the Queen of Wands. Hello. Straighten up your crown and all that. Tell me about the Sun, please, for Leo. Oh, we've got two. Oh, how interesting. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man. I don't feel like the Hanged Man is your energy. I feel like this is you changing the minds of others, right? And that goes with whichever narrative that you want to run with there, like Aquarian or just wider people, right? And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, like something's coming in, the wheel is turning for you. Interestingly, you're not the only sign to have got the Wheel of Fortune. Who else was it? I think it was Capricorn got the Wheel of Fortune as well, but theirs was very, very much about their personal situation, where I feel like the amount of Aquarian energy on here, it's much bigger than that, you know. I feel like this is a sense of Leo's hitting their life purpose, right? As we've had a succession of readings now in the last few weeks that have been about abundance and leveling up and ascension and all that kind of thing, and the time being now. The time is now. This wheel is turning and it's ready to come in. Right? I certainly, as a Leo, like, I'm getting a sense of this. I'm feeling all of this, and the wheel's turning. It's coming in. You will be heard. You will be heard. Let's get some advice for you. Some advice for Leo, please. Oh, that one. Yeah. Got the Eight of Swords in reverse. If you're feeling trapped or other people are feeling trapped, you're going to be able to, you know, really pull them out of that. What is that? Got the Devil and the Ace of Cups. One more card of advice for Leo, please. Eight of Pentacles. Right, we've got moving forwards in love, right? And I seem to recall saying to, I don't know if it was to Taurus or it was to Leo, I think it might have been Taurus, like, the biggest changes can be wrought by the smallest acts of kindness. And that's what I feel like we've got here. The Devil and the Ace of Cups. It feels like a cleansing, right? This is the card of Capricorn, but I don't feel like it's relevant. It's like there's a cleansing of fear. There's a cleansing of something bigger than you, something outside of you. Notice how that's what I was smirking about when these cards came out, right? You've got the Ace of Cups there, and it's abundant and it's overflowing with love, like as you would expect. But behind it, it's on fire, right? This is the Leos bringing the fire. And it's like, I just want to put that over the top of it. And I have done since I picked the cards up. Like, it's obliterating fear and enslavement and feeling trapped and feeling bound. Yeah, that's about feeling trapped and feeling bound. This is not coming out of it, right? It's just those small acts of kindness, right? It's wiping out the fear. It's wiping out those feelings of restriction and toxicity. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and I kind of feel like that's your life work. I think, like, I've literally put these cards down on top of each other now, like that. So they're looking like this. Like, this feels like your life's work, Leo. You've kind of found it. You finally found it. I've got goosebumps. I'm really excited. Right. I actually cannot remember off the top of my head what the extended was about, but I'm going to stick the link to it in the description box anyway, because I know it will have had something to do with abundance, because that's what your last reading was about. So I'm going to stick it in there. But this is amazing. Right, there's so much major arcana on the table here, and it's not about your day-to-day material existence. This is so much bigger than that. I'm so excited for you, Leo. I can't even tell you. I can't even keep my face straight. I just want to grin. I feel really, really excited by all of this. If you can resonate with any of this, leave me a like so I know I've hit the mark. Or send me a message, or even comment underneath, any of that. And don't forget to subscribe. I love you all so much. Take care.